I don't remember much about it, so I'll give this a D. Hi everybody. How are you guys doing? So I'm gonna be doing lists here. I'm basically not ranking. I'm be like grading all the Disney animation film because I can't believe I'm saying this. I watched all 57 Disney animation Disney film. I can't believe I did this challenge. It's not technically a challenge. It's more like a marathon challenge. I had so much fun and it's quite a ride, but I recommend people doing, if you're a very Disney lover or Disney stan, try it out. It's pretty fun. Most of it are in Disney Plus, except for Ralph Breaks the Internet and Netflix, depending where you are around the country. But it's so much fun and it's something I achieved this year. It's so much fun to do. So anyway, I hope this video will help you, which film will be pretty hard to get through when you do your marathon and stuff. So I'm so excited and let's just get right into it. Probably the longest video in my entire life. Okay, this will be so. I saw a video of somebody doing this on the internet. It's by Ariana Grande song. I saw like a few doing this for Disney films. I'm like, I want to do this too. It looks so much fun. So I'm gonna do it right now. Okay, so hold on for a sec. So anyway, you can see there's someone already made this for me. So that's amazing. It has all the Disney animation film. It took me so long to find it, but I found it. So let's get right into it. Okay, Snow White. The first animation that started it all. I love Snow White. Snow White is such, you gotta give respect to it. It's the one that started it all. I'm gonna give this a A+. Is it moving? Okay, here. A+. A+. Such a fun movie. I love watching the Golden Age stuff. Okay, Pinocchio. I love the animation. It looks pretty. It's like a very short. It's the same length as Snow White. It's pretty short. I'm gonna get so much hate with doing this ranking with the grading and stuff. I'm gonna give this a B. A pretty sad, simple story, and I can imagine them. I can see why Disney wants to do a live action remake for Pinocchio. So anyway, Fantasia. I love Fantasia. I love it now as I keep rewatching it. It's like my third viewing I'm rewatching it. There's some shorts I don't really like. It's okay. So I'm gonna give this a B. A B. But no, I'll give this an A or a B. I'll give this an A. I'll give this an A. It's amazing what they achieved there. I'm so sad I didn't do so well in the box office at that time. It's just risky and very instrumental. It's a classic. Dumbo. I'll give this I was gonna give this a C, but I'll give this, depending on how I feel. But right now, I'm gonna give this a C because it's so short and it's very emotional, depending on your mood of the type of film. And Bambi, I'll give this a C because I love the animation. The reason I give this a D because the animation's so gorgeous and it's beautiful. The story is it's very simple and it's a simple story. Animals. San Amigos. This is very short. I don't remember much about it, so I'll give this a D. Three Caballeros. I'll give this a C because I love the live action stuff they included there, and I love watching it, like Saturday or Sunday or weekday morning, and it's pretty grateful. Music and Me. Is this the? No, that's not the one. I don't think. No, I've seen this one. I just forgot what it is. I'll give this a C. I think it's the one with the Winter Wonderland. If you know what I'm talking about, that winter short that's in there. It's amazing, so I'll give this a C. Oh, this one is a C too. I'll change it. I'll give this a D. This one, I only care about the Mickey Mouse short. I didn't care about like the bear stuff thingy. I didn't care too much about it. Melody B. I'll give this an F because I never seen it. It wasn't in Disney Plus, so now you know. Don't get upset when I. Okay, I'll give this a D or a C. A D because I didn't care too much about Mr. Toad. I don't even know what the story is about. I love the block. What's it called again? The Black Hollow thingy. It's like a short story. I care about that one. I didn't care too much about the Mr. Toad thingy. So okay. Cinderella. I love this era. I love the Silver Age era. Now we finished the first two eras. Now we're in the Silver Age. It's my favorite era that I was looking forward to visiting. So Cinderella. I'll give this an A. An A. Cinderella is, even though I love Snow White too, but Cinderella is just a simple and classic film. Alice in Wonderland, I'll give this a B because there's so much more story you can tell with it, and I love Alice. I'll give a bonus mark with the animation and stuff. Same thing with Peter Pan. I love Peter Pan too, but I think I'm more of I love the world of Peter Pan. I want to go to Neverland. Neverland is such a beautiful place to visit. I even love Tinkerbell too, even though she's very evil. Lady and the Tramp. This is hard. I'll give this a C. A C. Because a C. I love the dogs though. It's just a very it's a classic, but the story is very slow paced and it's there's a few like problematic stuff in that the controversy stuff with the Asian thingy, like Asian stereotype. Let's see. Sleeping Beauty. I'll give this an A plus because the story is so short. Maybe I'll give this an A plus or an A. For now, I'll give this an A plus. We'll see at the end. But I love Sleeping Beauty. I love the animation style with it, and it's such a traditional. And I love Maleficent. I love whenever she shows up in that film. 100 Dalmatian. I'm gonna give 100 Dalmatian maybe a B or an A, a B, because it's like Peter Pan. It focus, of course, it's a dog's film, and I love the villain, Corel the villain. That's why it's way up. It would be C. A fun film. Sword in the Stone, I didn't care too much about this, I'll give this a C. But I love the animation style with it. I love the storytelling and stuff. Jungle Book, I understand why people love this book. I just didn't care about this film. Jungle Book, unless the end. I'll give this a C too. I don't want to be too, I'm going to be nice to it. I'll give this a C. But care too much about it. Aristocats. I'm going to give this a D. Because the story is, it reminds me of 100 Dalmatian. 100 Dalmatian tells a better story. It's like a kidnapping story with animals, but this time it's with cats, and it's pretty short. And I love the characters with it, most of them. But I understand why it started dark. It would be better if that came out. It's the last film that Walt Disney produced. So that's all I'm gonna say with that film. Robin Hood. I have remembered some childhood memories. It's like so lit. I don't remember much about it until I rewatch it again. But sorry, I'm like you'll see. Okay, I'll give this a C because I love some of the characters. I even love the villain too. The villain is honestly one of my favorites. Just the story wise and the animation. That's when they used this technology the Zero thingy, where they copy animation stuff from other early films before that. Winnie the Pooh. I'm gonna give this a D because it's so short. It's a very like small, simple film, and it's like that's where I can say it's like for literally little children. But if you want to be in agreement, if you're creating from Winnie the Pooh, go for it. Nobody's judging. Rescuers. I'll give this a C because I love the villain with it, and it's a pretty dark film. It's pretty fun, very action and stuff. So I'm very surprised. No, actually, I'll give this a B. It's a pretty entertaining film. I'll give this a B. Hawks in the Fountain. Oh my god, Hawks in the Fountain is one of the saddest Disney movie ever. But, however, it's so sad with the friendship. It's a very slow-pacing movie, and the villain is pretty unlikable. He's sometimes annoying, but I'll give this a C because they broke my heart while watching it, and it's a friendship. Black Cauldron. I'm pretty disappointed with this film. It's very slow pacing. The ending felt like there should be like a sequel happening, but if you know your Disney history, that didn't do so well in the box office. So I'm giving this an F. Very disappointed with that film. That's the reason why I also want to do this, right? Because I'm very curious how that film's gonna look. I thought it's gonna be like Sleeping Beauty, but I love the animation. I'm giving this. The Great Detective. I have to rewatch it again soon, someday. I just wasn't really focusing on that film, but I'll give this a D because the animation is pretty dark and I love the ending though. That's why I gave this a D. Like, I love the creativity with stuff. They need a little bit of like 3D animation with that film. That's just my opinion. That's why I'm gonna get so much hate. Okay. Oliver and Company. I'm gonna give this I love seeing the animation clear now. So I'll give this it's still a D. Maybe a C or a D. Not a B, a C, because I love the dogs, and it's when we get the animation stuff with it. That's the end of the Dark Age era. Oh my god, that was such a hard era to get through, but it's not so bad, but we'll see. Little Mermaid. I love The Little Mermaid. I'm gonna give this an A+, because it's one of my favorite Disney animation, also one of my favorite princesses film, and it's a beautiful film. Rescuers Down Under. I had a great time watching it. The animation's so gorgeous, so I'm gonna give this a B. Same thing with the sequel. But I feel like I like the first one more because I like the villain more than this one. That's why yeah. I just did based on the order, as you can see on the screen right there. But Rescuers Down Under, yeah. Okay, Beauty and the Beast, A+. Such a classic. As you can put almost all the Disney princess films, but not all. Such a classic. and it's pretty rewatchable. Aladdin. I'm gonna give this an A plus because yeah, Aladdin. I love Aladdin too. It's just A plus. What's my problem with Aladdin? Nothing much. It's just I feel like Disney's trying to make like this is just my personal opinion. So you can disagree with me with this. Definitely feel free. I'm so used to by now. It just felt like they're trying to make it like it's like a guy type of like a guy like fairy tale type of him like Robin Hood, but they added like the princess like Jasmine with it. So like I it's kind of like a balance. I think the live action did pretty well on how they managed with the story wise, but again the animation's again it's a class. Lion King. I respect the Lion King. I'm gonna give this an A, or I was gonna give this a B because people hate on me. I'll give this an A because it's so weird. People love not a lot. I mean, the Lion King, but like it's not like super like overrated. Like I thought it's gonna be the same height as like Frozen. Lion King. I just can't watch that when Mufasa died. Oh my god, it's such a hard scene to go through. It just reminds me of like that's where all the popular people are. I shouldn't do like social classing. It's just how I feel with the Lion King. But I give it an A. I respect the film. I respect the success with what it does. So I'll give it an Pocahontas. I'm giving this a B because I understand why people don't. It's a very slow pacing movie, and I love the animation style with it. That's why, because it reminds me of Sleeping Beauty. That's why I always thought this came in the the golden age era when early Disney and stuff. Because the animation style, I'm very surprised it came out with the 90s as I grew up in life. I'll give this a B because I enjoy the film, and as I keep going on there, but it's pretty problematic. But I just love the animation style of the music. The music saved the film. Without the music, it would be pretty boring. This will be like a F, but I'll give this a B because it's a classic. Hunchback of Notre Dame. I'm gonna give this an A actually, because or an A plus, almost an A plus, because I'm very surprised that film got like a G rated. This can easily turn into PG-13 because of like the dark elements and stuff. My recommendation, if you're gonna watch Hunchback of Notre Dame whenever you want to do this challenge or not, or whenever you want to watch that film, I recommend watching it when you're in a dark, depressing mood because it's such a depressing story. I had a great time with that film. I almost cried. I think one out there, that song is a pretty sad ballad. I Want song. I almost cried. I love that film. I can't wait to see their live action adaptation. I think it works. Hercules. I'll give this a B because I love the music. The music saved that film. But like I feel like they balance way too much with I don't know what to say with Hercules. Hercules, it's like it's almost a perfect film, and it went downhill towards like when a film is like almost done. That's all I'm gonna say. But I love the music. The music's like saved that. The music saved that film again. Mulan. I love Mulan. I'll give this an A because or B, A or B. I'll give this an A because I feel like I wish they put more musical numbers with Mulan. There's some moments where they can maybe put it. There's no reprise in that. So I love Mulan. Mulan is such a great more fairy tale type of film. I love revisiting that film. Can't wait for the live action film when this film came. Tarzan. I'll give Tarzan a B because it was hard for me to get through like the childhood stuff like with him. I love the lion, not the lions. The elephants there are pretty like fun, but it got interesting once Jane comes into the picture. So yeah. So Fantasia. This is where the dark era. It was so hard for me to get through that era because there's so many like flops in that era. I mean, they're cult classic right now. At that time, most of it were like flops. You can do your Google research and stuff. Bits of facts are facts. So Fantasia 2000. I would give this a C actually because oh my god, so many Disney films are like C. They're okay. I love the animation style they do with it. The only thing I like is the Donald Duck one. I actually did some sequels with the segment from the original, but the original is so much better than it. Dinosaurs, I'll give this an F. I didn't care too much about, right here. I don't care too much about it. I don't even know what the story is about. It was hard for me to get through it. It was pretty boring. The animation's okay. I'm very surprised that's like the first like, 3D animation, but like I didn't care too much, but I don't know what the story's about. Emperor's New Groove. I love Emperor's New Groove. I'm gonna give this an A+. My first like non-princess film. It's such a funny film. I would love Disney to do if I have to choose which film I will from underrated. I would love them to do an Emperor's New Groove like remake. It's such a funny film, and I love the villains. They're all pretty likable. The animation style is gorgeous. Love the setting, location. When I grew up with that film, I don't remember much about when I was young until such a fun film. Atlantis. I'm very surprised how much I enjoyed it actually. I love the animation style. It's pretty. I'm very surprised that was a flop in the box office. Might be wrong, but I'll give this a B. It was a fun time. I had fun too much. Lilo and Stitch. A. I feel like Lilo and Stitch did a great job with the emotional stuff than like Fox and the Hound. But like, I love the sister dynamic, and it's such a gorgeous film, and it's so cute. Lilo, relatable. Yeah, anyway. Treasure Planet, I'll give this a D. Didn't care too much about it. Not a C. C, it's like I enjoyed it. Didn't care too much about it. Brother Bear. Same thing with Brother Bear. It was a hard film. I was watching that film while I wait for like DC fan at that time. I feel like the story was like it took so long to get right to the point. I was like almost like halfway through the film. This film, oh my god, Horror Home of the Range, that's an F plus. It's such a worst Disney film I ever seen. I don't know why they greenlight that idea. I love the animation style. I just don't like it. I don't even know what the story's about. It like 3 sister cows like saving their farm or something like that. Chicken Little. I'm gonna give Chicken Little. It's actually not as bad as I thought it would be. I'll give this a D. Chicken Little is not a bad film, but it's pretty bad. But it's like not as bad as I thought it would be. It's still enjoyable. So that's all I'm gonna say. But I remember. I think. Fun fact, Chicken Little was actually my first Disney film I saw in theaters when I was young. I just remember, that's when I know Wannabe. Wannabe, like the Spice Girls song, that's when I know where that song came from. No, not where it came from. That's when I first heard that song. I was like, looks pretty fun. Anyway, Meet the Robinson. This doesn't, I'll give this a D because the animation's, no, not F, a D. Because the animation style doesn't feel like Disney. Just, I don't know, I was watching, it just reminds me of like the Bee Movie, if you know what I'm talking about. The Bee Movie. And I love the twists and turns with it, but like, yeah, I'll just give it a D because this is my personal opinion, my personal enjoyment and stuff. So, both. I'm very surprised. This is why I love doing this marathon. I'm very surprised like film I haven't seen. I honestly really enjoyed Bolt. I'll give this a B. Bolt was such a heartfelt movie. I thought it's gonna be like an action, like, oh my god, this is an action film. I'm like, no, it's actually a Hollywood film that's such a cute dog. It makes me cry. Princess and the Frog. Anyway, that's all I'm gonna say about Bolt. Is such a fun film. Princess and the Frog. I'll give it an A. I'm very sad that's like a flop in the box office, which was very successful. I love Princess and the Frog. Frog deserves so much love, but I'm happy that they're getting their own attraction in the theme park. So hopefully we might get a sequel, an animation sequel, or maybe a remake. We'll see. But I love Princess. Tangled. I'll give this an A plus. I love Tangled, but Tangled. Wait, hold on. Let me just change it right there. Tangled. It's like a perfect balance with Disney and stuff. But it's so comfortable. I love Tangled. Tangled's such a fun film. Winnie the Pooh. I'm getting Winnie the Pooh. I remember doing a musical in my middle school, Winnie the Pooh. I only seen it once, and it's like, oh, I remember those songs, so I'll give this a C. Story's pretty slow. It's one of the shortest from the revival era, and I miss the 3D. I had a great time with it. It's pretty cute, but I'll give this a C. Wreck-It Ralph. I'm gonna give Wreck-It Ralph a B because it's a funny film, but like, I understand some people think it's not really Disney related, but like, I had a great time with Wreck-It Ralph. I'll give it a B. It's like another comfort type of film, depending on my mood. But Frozen. I'll give Frozen an A, B, because I'll give Frozen an A when it first came out, but now as I keep watching it, I'm not really a fan of like Elsa's how she behaved in that film, and the music. The reason why it's B because the music is a classic. I love the music in that film, but most of the songs in that film. But I don't really like Elsa's behavior, but like, I don't like Anna's dress in that one. I like her more in the second one. She has lots of great outfit for this one. Elsa's dress is like a classic, but I don't like Elsa's behavior. Love the dress, but not Elsa's behavior in that film. And the twist. Big Hero 6, I'll give this a B too. It was such a fun comic book like type of film that Disney's trying to adapt. Zootopia, I love Zootopia. I'll give this an A because as I keep rewatching it multiple times, I start to notice that there's so much like great message in that film, and it's such a heartfelt. The reason I give it an A plus is because like the third act was kind of like it was like all over the place, and I still love that film. The animation's great. I love the music. Try again. It's such a bop song, bop. But I love Zootopia. I know we're getting a sequel. I don't know when, but Moana. I love Moana. I'm giving this depending on my mood, but I love Moana, so I'm giving this an A plus. I love the animation with it. I feel like Maui is like sometimes he's supposed to be unlikable at the beginning. He's pretty. I think the reason why it makes me don't want to hate Maui because like The Rock who plays the voice Maui makes it very like likable, like pretty charming. Even though he does some mean things in that film, but he's pretty charming. So that's all I'm gonna say with Moana. It's pretty charming. Ralph Breaks It. I'll give this a B. But I like the animation sequel is better, but I would give this an A if they make this. I feel like it was a mistake. They should just make this like a Roger Rabbit type of style where they focus on Oh My Disney account more. That's where they marketed with it, but everything went downhill with. I don't know. The reason why I was more excited with the film because of the princesses. That's why I can give it a C because I love the princess scene and stuff so much. Give me that Disney princess spin-off thingy that we all want. They'll save our lives. Anyway, it's just I understand like the problem will solve like so fast and stuff. I just feel like they should just make the full central story of Oh My Disney, if that makes. Anyway, I'm hungry when this movie is filmed, but not really things, which is great. Okay, Frozen 2. I love Frozen 2. I don't care what people say. I'm gonna go send. I'm giving this either an A+, an A. I love Frozen 2. Frozen 2 is visually like stunning, and I understand there's some problems with the story wise, but as I keep rewatching multiple times as a Frozen fan, it's pretty enjoyable for me. I'm very happy. It won't go super fast, but just the animation style is gorgeous. It looks very real, and I adore that film. And I stand by. This is my personal reference viewing with the film, but I'll give this an A. So that is so this is, as you can see right here, this is my Disney rating and stuff. Let me see. Should I change something? Okay, I'm pretty happy. Maybe I'll just. So this is my Disney ranking and stuff. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and let me know if it comes. So anyway, I hope you guys had a great time watching. We had a great time like with this type of video where I just sit down and do some ranking and stuff. Let me know in the comments below what's your favorite Disney film and stuff. I hope you guys had a wonderful day and a wonderful time. Please give a very big thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see you all in my next video. Okay, bye! Oof. Oh! Wait, that's it? Okay.